guys, it's October 23rd today, and I wanted to go over a few things in our playbook, okay, blueprint. So if you guys go into page 16, it's going to go in our core foundations, okay? The system. What, what, what do you look at when you go to companies? Is do they have a good system in? Are they efficient at what they do? Or do they want to be efficient? And most companies do, but not a lot of them know how to do that. When I looked at different companies and so forth throughout my life, some of them didn't really know how to duplicate or reproduce what they wanted. Um, for me, a lot of construction companies were like that. They didn't know how to reproduce and duplicate and make an efficient system. So one thing I like here, if you look on page 16 in the blueprint, it says the PHP system flow is meant to be a blueprint of the process you'll go through as you get started at PHP. Some people take their time, some like to break records, you choose. Um, I'm kind of slow right now. I'm trying to change a lot of bad habits in what I do, okay? Um, but the number one is prospecting, finding new people that could potentially become business partners, developing your network of contacts. So guys, what that means is that use who you know to find new people, recruit people that you know to get more warm market, more people into your network. Okay, when you look at it, it's like a net, a cast net for fishing. You have little lines that connect everywhere here in diamond shapes or whatever else. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're connecting through several different people to make our market. The next one is the phone call. The beautiful cell phone that we have nowadays, right? So a lot of people are actually scared of that because most people nowadays they don't call people. Look at your phone bill and see how many text messages you sent compared to how many minutes you've spent on your phone. Learning the scripts for inviting, booking field trainings, and calling prospects, and leveraging your office's phone zone and leadership to make calls. So Mondays is our traditional phone zone. Here in our office, we're going to add a second day because I think that we all need a little bit of support to push to make more phone calls throughout the week. Because everybody thinks, okay, it's Monday, that's all we're going to do. Well, I think what we should do for everybody and our goal should be is every day before 12 noon, we should all make 10 phone calls. Okay, if you do that, that is 70 phone calls for an entire week if you do Monday through Sunday. Okay, that's you're working towards it. Our goal is 200 phone calls during the week. Okay, so the thing is with our business and any business is really numbers. The more people you reach, the more people you can find that are interested in your business. Um, Not everyone goes to McDonald's. That's why we have Whataburger and Jack in the Box and Sonic and all these other In and Outs and stuff like that. Is because not everybody wants one product or another. Okay. Three, presentation. Leveraging the environment to build your business and learn from successful leaders. Okay. We leverage the Houston office here with Rodolfo Sessi, Marcelo Vargas, Marcela and Octaviano. I butchered their names. Sorry, guys. Patrick Lee, um, Melissa Gomez down in Brownsville. We leverage our leaders so that we can learn from them. Okay, learn the functions of the BOM. Okay, to one day build a big team and open an office. BOM, guys, like BOM is to be able to present to more than one person the concept of our business and how they can be part of that and why they should be part of that. Okay, you know, when you're going out and you're doing the hustle with an RI, that's a recruit interview, or if you're just trying to sell the product that we provide, then you can do that on an individual basis. That's not what the BOM is for. The BOM is to bring our message to more than one person, 5, 10, 20, 30 people all at one time, so that you can get the message out to more people. Okay. It also leverages the fact that we are a legitimate company. We have offices, we have conference rooms, we have phones, we have business partners. We just function outside what is normal or what has been built as normal for our society. Okay. Everybody thinks you have to go to the office, you have to sit in a cubicle, and then that's all you got. Last night, we all started in our conference room over here in Texas City. And then as we were calling, we would each walk out and we're going down the hallway, going this way, going on the corridor. And then one person would sit in the conference room. But then we'd come back, make our notes on our list, our phone list, and then we'd go back out and make another call. Um, in an hour, you should be able to make at least 10 calls. That's making messages, sending a follow-up message, making annotations and everything. I mean, that's 6 minutes a call. You guys think about it. You probably don't spend that much time talking to your wife or your mother or your brother or whoever you know that long on a common conversation. Okay. Um, Next, 4, follow up. So our team, me especially, I have to learn how to follow up. Okay, learning to convert your guests into referral sources, clients, and business partners. So say you get someone to a BOM, they are not interested in the business. Well, guess what? They still know people that might be interested. You'd be like, oh, well, you know what? John likes this kind of stuff. I bet you he'd be interested. Great. Can you introduce me to John? All right. Turn them in and then show them, hey, referral wise, you get a piece of business, maybe give them a $25 gift card if it closes and so forth. Show them that there is a money possibility there for them. Learning how to follow up with guests at BOM. We get the little guest BOM cards. Okay, everyone should fill that out. Okay, and then you should follow up with them the very next day to make sure that you keep that information live in their mind and so forth. When I was going through college, there was a studying technique that you would go in, you learn the material first. Then in 10 minutes, you would review it again. And then in 30 minutes, you would review it again. And then in an hour, you would review it again. And what this does is it builds in a constant repetition of what's going in. Our bodies and mind have been trained to learn by repetition and repeating stuff and learning it. That's why you hear the same song over and over again on the radio, or you see the same commercial played 10, 15 times in an hour, because they really want to push that product. They want people to remember it, and then they flash it in and keep flashing it. Okay? Understanding the importance of follow-up and how to do it the right way. I've seen other businesses where they're really pushy and they're really aggressive. We can be pushy and we can be aggressive, but in a tactful way. What I mean by tactful is by doing it in such a way that people want to see and feel what we're feeling and doing. If you don't have that fire in you and you're just sitting there, I am like this, I will not talk to you in a different tone, then you're going to have a bad day, because guess what? People don't like freaking Mr. Clear Eyes, all right? Monotone guy. Let's figure out how to get your smile going and introduce yourself. It's like our office right now. I'm wearing a nice little hoodie on my head because it's freezing in here. One of the cool attributes that most offices don't get when you get a whole bunch of people in it. We're probably going to be nice out here. Okay. So we have huge amounts of videos on PHP education on how to go through and do follow-up, how to close, how to open, how to do all these different aspects of our BOM. Okay. Make sure you guys go in there and look at them, listen to them. There's audio messages on PHP education. Let's just get through that, okay? 5, fast start. Okay, guys, getting yourself qualified for fast start school and reaching your next promotion, making sure your new associate qualified for fast start. Okay. I didn't have this one ready, so PHP fast start. Okay, guys. This is something we should memorize. Okay, it's one of the things we go over all the time when we're starting our meetings and everything. All right, it's our process flow, our flow, our pipeline, how to get people to being an MD. We want people to be productive. We want people to be successful in this business. And we're the ones with that information. Okay, if you're not confident yet in how to fast start your people, make sure, one, Now you let your upline know. Let them know. I don't really feel comfortable yet doing this. Great, that's fine. Then what I would recommend is you take and you start learning one thing on here. Okay. All right. First one. We need to know if they have a spouse or a significant other. Okay, because that person's going to be a big part of what they do. We want to make sure that they understand what their partner's doing, how they can support them if they want to support them, but also just so they understand that Tuesday nights and Saturdays and going out in the evening time, you know, that they feel comfortable that their significant other isn't out there messing around or doing something that they don't like. Okay. The next thing, business plan, guys. Um, just put that away. This is on valuetainment. We use that one from Patrick McDavid. Um, but I will get that out to you guys as well. Okay. The business plan is how we're going to set up the goals for your new associate. One of the great things I like about PHP is the fact that we build new associates and we combine our dreams with PHP's dreams. Okay. And not a lot of companies do that. They have their mission statements, they have their goals, and they want you to do nothing but their goals. They don't care if you want a new house. They don't care if you want a new car. They don't care if you have 4 kids. They don't care because everything they do as a business is really catered to how they can have the most tax advantages, how they can make the most profit, how they can work you to the most maximum amount of your time without compensating you more than they have to. Okay. And that's what we talk about with big corporations. Okay. PHP, the harder you work, the more you put in, the more money you're going to get back. You know, as a new associate, you're 30%, but we're wanting to get people to marketing director. We want marketing directors. We want people at a 75% commission and higher. We want chairman's councils. We want people to grow and lift up. We want 50,000 recruits. We want 50,000 agents in our company, okay? We want 500 chairman councils. So let's think about it, guys. Next one, top 25. This is really starting to transform into the top 50, top 100 people that you know. Okay, learn what the top 25 list is. Learn how to explain it. Learn your 1 through 8 and what those categories are, because the research has been done. Don't chase after people that don't fit the highest category. When you get those lower people, then you're going to end up looking at more work for less revenue. Okay. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on where you want to be. But if you're putting your efforts in the least successful areas, then you're probably going to be least successful at it. Okay. PHP is saying go to these areas, go to these people, talk to these people. That's where you can be the best and most successful at doing what you do. All right. So let's focus on those areas. All right. The next one, 3 field trainings. You can do that in one day. If you bring on an agent and you can sit there and be like, do their top 25, set them up right away, and get out and do 3 field trainings. That could be with their parents, their siblings, their neighbors. It could be anybody. All right. It's really unlimited to who it could be. All right. The next thing, financial analysis. A financial analysis, guys, that's really going to be an important step here in our business. I want people to know. I'll get y'all a copy of that as well. It's the FLS. It's on your back office under documents. You can pull it up as well. Okay. That is really a key thing to understand where your agents are currently financially, so you can understand how to help them or how to get them to your upline or another member in our PHP that knows how to help people with their finances. Okay. It's key because if you have someone that's financially struggling, they're going to have a harder time trying to focus on this because they're looking for instant money. They're looking for money that they can make right away. Trade their time, get something in exchange for it. PHP, you're going to trade your time for a little bit until you get licensed. Then you do your first app. Then you learn that you got to do so many different other things. And then you got to learn that, oh, this isn't this. You have to learn how to take care of each step. Okay? PHP can be self-learned, or you can wait for someone to show you how to do it. Okay? If you start looking through all our books, learning all that stuff, start clicking on every button in the back office and seeing what feature it does, you know, asking questions of your upline really makes a big difference, okay? Next up, life class. Okay, if you're not licensed as a life insurance agent through your state, then you go and we put you through one or two providers for your life license. Okay, and then once you get through studying, then you go to your state, you take the state exam, and then once you pass that, you submit that information to your state. For Texas, it's about a 2-week process. You get your fingerprints done, you get a background check, you fill out their application, and then you submit it. Okay. So once you get your license, then we go through and we fill out the application to get you appointed to our carriers. Okay. That can take a couple of days. Most of the time, most everybody can get appointed with AIG and Anaco within a week. And then everyone else, you have to do your annuities training. For Texas, you have a state annuities training. Other states I'm not too familiar with yet. And then you have individual carrier annuity training that you need to do to make sure you're covered, okay? Every carrier has their own training that you need to make sure that you're understanding that you've done it and you're completed it. Because if you don't do their training on annuities, then whenever you write it, you might have to go back and change the date to the date that you completed your training because technically you couldn't have sold that product without having that training, okay? So make sure you guys cover all that information, all right? If you have questions, ask. Always, always, always ask. You guys can hit me up. You can hit Dallas up. Always text us. We're available. Put our contact information out there all the time. Big event. All right, guys. Big event is huge. Okay. If you guys didn't go to Vegas this August, I'm sorry you guys missed out on a great event. Okay. So many great speakers. So many up and coming agencies and PHP coming through, showing how much effort they're putting in, how to get there, okay? Guys, this isn't an easy process. It's simple. Everything's been laid out for us. Everything is simple for us to do. The hard part is actually executing it all, okay? Because we're not used to it, all right? If you come from a different industry like I do, I am totally oblivious to most of this stuff, okay? But big event, 2 to 3 times a year, 2 to 3 times a year. Okay, we had our one in August. Our next one is in January. It's going to be right here in Texas, San Antonio. All right, 3rd week, 4th week of January. Okay, guys. So make sure you register. If you're a new associate, it's $200 registration for your first 30 days. Then it's $250. Okay. You take 6 months worth of training, compress it down to 3 days. It is amazing, amazing, amazing event, experience, team building, great time to be out there and working together and learning from our carriers, from our other producers in the company, and from our major leaders, Patrick Bet-David, our vice presidents, our chairman's councils across the nation, okay? So make sure you guys understand, and it's a small investment compared to other seminars that are available out there to help you build your business. Sprint Award, guys. You guys get to take this all done in 1 week. Get your Sprint Award, okay? Then you're done, okay? So then Fast Start. Texas right now, we're having one once a month. Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas are putting those on. Our next one is November 10th. So if you have a new associate, let's get them through their Fast Start process right here, okay? And let's get them in there. Fast Start. They're going to be learning the 23 ways we get paid. They're going to understand the process. They're going to understand the commission contract levels, okay? They're going to see who our company's built by, okay? They're going to be able to meet our chairman's councils that we're going to be presenting to them, and just have a full-time flow of it, okay? So you guys got this, all right? Download this, keep it on hand. It goes into great information. This is their sheet, Fast Start, right there, okay? They need to make sure they keep up with this, okay? As they complete it, let's go for it. All right, guys. Going back to our system flow, duplication, okay? The processes. Our Fast Start pack helps us duplicate ourselves, okay? Patrick McDavid, Matt Sapala, the Gaetans, the Vargases, they all sat down and they came up with the system and said, this works, this doesn't work. Well, this can work if we modify it. All right. Duplicating, learning to build new leaders by guiding your new associates through the 6 skills over and over again. These 6 skills, master them, know them, learn them, understand what they each are, okay? All right, guys, thanks for staying in tune with me. We'll do some more training coming in with core foundations, and y'all take care. Appreciate it.